into Grant Narrows, Pitt Addington area, and we're going to be taking the Swan Loop Trail. Beautiful area coming in here. Check out the mountains. I don't know if you can see them up there, but oh man, they're pretty. Hi, how are you? Excellent. Oh man, couldn't ask for better. Yeah, mountains covered in snow, beautiful. Welcome back to George's Walk and Talk. Today we are hiking or walking through Grant Narrows, Pitt Addington Swan Loop. Great spot here right on Pitt Lake. Has lots of great spots to take a look, a lot of wildlife spots to look at. It's a nice spot. It has a lot of different types of terrain, and yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy. We tried to do this yesterday, but ended up having to bail. It was pouring rain, and it wasn't much fun. Fantastic! It started to rain and hail. Beautiful. Just what I want on my walk here when I don't have proper rain gear on. It was sunny when I left my house, so this kind of sucks. Hopefully it's short-lived. You know, you can see the sunshine over here, so I'm hoping it's short-lived, but knowing my luck. So we're gonna give it another attempt today. Today it's beautiful, sunny, and I think it'll be a great day to get out and enjoy. So this park, it was a park originally. It was first of all, it was a hunting area, a traditional Katzie land, but it was subject to flooding, which wasn't the greatest. But they sold the land and they tried to farm it, but because of the being subject to flooding all the time, it was kind of useless. So I think in 1951, they put a dike in here, which definitely helped prevent the flooding, and they've created this slough, which is a lot of people. This whole area, it's a huge area. This part here is a big loop that goes around a huge slough. So yeah, this is kind of like we're walking on the dike right now, and it's quite pretty. Take a look at the trails down here. It's absolutely stunning in the summertime when all the trees are in full leaves and blooming, and yeah, it's pretty nice, but it's still nice now, especially when it's sunny out. So here we are. It's in the middle of February. It's actually quite mild, so it's not too bad. Let me know in the comments if you've walked this trail before. So this was ran by Metro Vancouver, and then they gave it up in 2011. The Katzie First Nations took over the management of this area, and yeah, it was no longer called a park per se. It's now a recreational area. It's a great spot to go. We enjoy it. There's a couple of nice lookouts. One of them is decommissioned right now, but the other we'll take a look at. It's at the end of this section of the trail. So on the one side you have this channel running along, and then on the other side is the actual slough over here, and this little path runs in between. Oh, Hyzer, he loves going on these walks. Yeah, my Hyzer, my little red heeler. He turns 11 this year. He's an old boy, but he's still got lots of energy, so that's good. And he's so much fun to have along. He just loves this. Yeah, it's kind of like walking down through a tunnel here. Yeah, it's kind of neat. I like it. Been doing this trail for, oh boy, 10 years at least, and always enjoy it. It's a nice one to get out on. Takes about 2 hours, I'd say, but well worth it. So you got all these beautiful marshlands here. Yeah, it's just very nice. You know, and the beautiful thing about it, and I'm about, I don't know, 15-20 minutes away from Maple Ridge downtown area, and you get this. This is amazing. Always nice to be able to go out in the middle of February, 8 degrees, sunny. You can't beat this. Stuff is starting to grow. Yeah, it's a great time of the year, especially when it's not raining. Typically at this time of year we've got so much rain, but this is a beautiful day out here. Weather's great. Yeah, love it. Hear the birds. You can, flies are even out now. Crazy. Look at this beautiful area over here. All this. Very nice. This first section takes, I would say, approximately half an hour through the tree section. Yeah, over there you can see, now you can see the slough. It's quite a large slough. We're going to walk right around that. And then over here, you have the canal and the marsh. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, there's the one of the wildlife lookouts that they have here. We're going to be going up into that. Take a look around. Check this out. Wow. Absolutely gorgeous in here. Yeah, stunning. So in the summer, I always come down here. This is one of my favorite spots just to photograph. It's just it's quite pretty. This thing sometimes has some red flowers and stuff, which it looks great. Yeah. So one guy that has a channel on here that does great jobs of filming all these areas is Oz in Retirement. If you get a chance to check out some of his stuff, it's really good. I've been following him for a while, and the only difference between him and I is that he's retired. I'm still working for the man, but I'm hoping to get there soon. So yeah, it's so yeah, if you get a chance, check out his stuff. Oz in Retirement. I'll try to add a link to the end of this. Great views up here. So this next section is kind of a little more open. Still got the trees, but it's fairly open. So there's that one of the beaver dams I mentioned. Yeah, it's quite something that they build such an elaborate house like that. That's kind of cool. There's a few of them along here. I think there's at least 3 or 4 that I've seen. Yeah, maybe we can get a closer look at some of the other ones. So I'm about halfway around, and I guess as in Camping with Steve's words, it's time for step 2. So today I'm going to have a street legal by Central City Brewing. It's one of their IPAs, a Crooked IPA. It's a de-alcoholized beer. I don't drink personally. I haven't drank for 7.5 years, but I do enjoy good beer. I used to have a beer blog when I did drink. So there are some really good non-alcoholic alternatives out there, and this is definitely one of them. Central City's done a great job with this beer. They actually have a Pilsner as well. That's fantastic. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, that's a good one. So we'll continue on. Now we're on to this is a long, straight portion that takes us sort of the corner of the actual loop, and once we get to the corner, you'll be able to see Pitt Lake, and then we're on to the actual main part of the dike. But this is not a bad spot as well. We'll be following along these mountains up here on the other side. Yeah, it's kind of, there's actually a trail that goes through there. I'm not exactly sure how to access it, but there's a long trail up there, which would be nice to take sometime. I'll have to find it, see if I can figure it out. Anybody else is taking that trail, let me know. Yeah, gorgeous views all the way around. Yeah, a lot of people out here today though. Holy mackerel, I've never seen so many people. That's good though. People are getting out and using it. That's great. It's a great path. Nice walk. Yeah, and the weather's fantastic. Oh my God. Well, we're kind of coming to the end of this segment of the trail. Some nice rock with moss on it over there. I don't know if you can see it well, but yeah, it's quite nice. Mountains over on the other side. Very nice. Then we're going to be on the main part of the dike, I guess. It's not my favorite, but you get to see the boats in the lake, and it's probably the longest section, or it feels like the longest anyways. It goes all the way, so all the way from here, all the way down. You can see I don't know if you can see the lookouts thing there. It's past the lookout thing to get to the end. So yeah, it's quite a haul. So yeah, we're at the end of the grassy part of the dike. So we're here. This is Pitt Lake. This is supposed to be the largest freshwater tidal lake in the world. So that's pretty impressive. 54 square kilometers. And supposedly on the far end, there's some legend of some hidden gold. Somebody left some gold way back, and a number of people have supposedly hunted for it. The other thing is there's natural hot springs on the other side there as well, so it'd be nice to get over there at some point. So this part of the dike is my least favorite. It's by far the busiest, and I understand that because it's the most accessible, but the rest of the dike is far more enjoyable in my opinion. It's still nice. It's got the lake on the one side. It's nice and cool here. The slough on that side. So here's that other lookout. It's been closed for years though. I don't know what they're going to do, whether they're going to tear it down or what, I'm not sure. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to fix it though. So we're into this is the beginning of the mouth of the Pitt River. A little further down there, I don't know if you can see it from here, but the actual beginning of Widgeon Creek. It's a nice canoe ride, and there's a hike up to falls, and you can actually hike up to the top of the Widgeon Mountain, which is kind of nice. I haven't done that, I've done the falls. It's quite nice. That mountain up there, it's beautiful. There's that other one of the Beaver dams or homes there. There's one a little further along. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So we got a boat launch here. Man, is it ever busy in here today? I think it's the busiest I've ever seen it, summer or winter. So in the summer they rent canoes. That's a lot of people go over to Widgeon Creek. Right now the parking's free. In the summertime they charge. I'm not sure what it is, $5 or $6, nothing too serious, but look at how busy this place is. Incredible. They have outhouses here, garbage, picnic tables. So I we were wondering why the light has changed so much over the time that this video's been going. Is we have I've used 3 different filming sessions and put them together. Yeah, the first time we came out, man, I'm telling you, it rained. We only made it a little short way, had to turn around. Second time we came out, we did the whole complete, and this time we came back to do some drone footage and came back down this first part of the trail for a bit because it is so nice. We love it. So hopefully you've enjoyed, and hopefully if you could hit a like and a subscribe, that would be awesome. I'd really appreciate it. And try to get out and enjoy the beautiful weather. You know, it doesn't come that often, and life is short, so enjoy it. All the best. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.